In this video, we will learn how you can automatically create a task in Worksnaps when new row is added in Google Sheets. So let's say you want every time a new row, new details are added in Google Sheets, a task should be created in your Worksnaps account. So we are going to automate this entire process using Pabbly Connect. Come to my screen to see how we do this. To automatically create a new task in Worksnaps from Google Sheet, let us first go to Pabbly's website. You can see the landing page of Pabbly. On the top right, you can see two options, sign in and sign up free. If you sign up free, you will get free tasks every month. So do not forget to sign up. Since we already have an account, we will just sign in. Pabbly Connect. On the top right, you will see a create workflow button. It will ask you to name. So we will simply write Google Sheets, Google Sheet to Worksnaps, create. Now it will show you two windows, trigger and action. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. So our entire automation process would be based on these two steps, trigger and action. Let us understand this with the help of an example. A trigger can be when a payment is received, an action can be send a confirmation message to the user. In our case, a trigger can be when a new row is added in a Google Sheet. The action can be create a new task in Worksnaps. So let us begin and select Google Sheets as our trigger application. For the trigger event, we will select new or updated spreadsheet row as it triggers when a new row is added or updated. Now you will see it has generated a webhook URL like this. A webhook URL is basically a link that connects two applications. So we are going to copy this webhook URL and you can go through these steps to know how will you paste this URL in Google Sheets, or you can follow me here. So for this, I will go to my Google Sheet. This is the sheet that I've prepared with the name Worksnaps, and this is the task name and the description here. On the top right, on the top, you can see extensions button. Click there and you will see Pabbly Connect webhooks. Then initial setup. Now you will have to, in the webhook URL section, you will have to paste the URL that we copied from Pabbly. Yes, this one. Now it needs a trigger column. So trigger column here in our case would be column B, the last column. So what will happen is the moment detail is entered in this column, in column B, that is the trigger column, Pabbly will capture the data of the entire row. Okay. So now let us just send test. And you will see it will show you test data sent successfully. Now let me take you to Pabbly Connect and you will see we have received the response. We'll come back to this later. Now I'll go back to my Google Sheets quickly and again I will go to extensions. Now again Pabbly Connect webhooks, but this time instead of initial setup, we will click on send on event. So what will happen is now from now on, whatever new row you will add, Pabbly will capture the response. Okay. So now you will see the response here. Task name was trial. Description is just a sample. Spreadsheet name is Worksnaps. We have given such details because we are doing this for testing purpose only. We can see this, the task name and the description here. It is captured. So this means we have successfully integrated our Google Sheets with Pabbly. Now on to our action step. So here we will select Worksnaps for our action application. For the action event, we will select create a new task in a project. Okay. So what we want is we want every time a new row is added here in Google Sheet, a task should be created in Worksnaps. I will connect. Go with add new connection. Okay. It needs enter API token here and then the password. So it only needs API token. As it says, we can leave the password field blank. So for API token, what we will do is we will go to profile and settings, then web service API and then show my API token. So let's follow this path. You can see this is my dashboard for Worksnaps. on the top right, you will see profile and settings. Let us just click this. I'm going to open it in a new tab. Okay, now stay on the top as you will see web service API as it was mentioned in the instructions. Now here, just click on show my API token. Copy this token, come back to Pabbly and paste the token. And now let us just save as it already mentioned here that password field can be left blank. So I will just save it and you will see it's connected. So now there are projects here. So you will have to select project from the drop down in which you have to create a task. I'll show you here. If I click on this all projects, you will see this project with the name Sujata that I have created here. So I want every time a new row is added in Google Sheet. So a task should be created in this project. The project name is Sujata here. I just have one project and that's why it auto fetch this. In case you have multiple projects, you can select from the drop down. Okay, now it needs name. So here we are going to map. We'll go to Google Sheets and we will map the task name, which is this. But before we map in, you must be thinking where exactly are we getting these details from. So for that, I will take you to step 1, where we integrated Google Sheets with Pabbly, did a test submission, and Pabbly gave this response, captured the response, the task name, the description, the spreadsheet name. Pabbly brought exactly same response over here so that we can easily map in. So we are going to click on Google Sheet and click on the task name, that is trial. Description we are going to take in a similar fashion. Scroll down and you will see the description. Before I click save and send test request, I want to tell you something about these mapped in fields, the fields that we have mapped in like name and description. So what the best part about mapping is these mapped in fields will automatically be updated from next time. So what will happen is when a new row gets added here in this Google Sheet, so here in Worksnaps, these fields like name and description will automatically pick the new task name and the new description. You will not have to manually do it. Okay. So now let me just click on save and send test request. So you will see we have received the response, the status here, the task ID. It has also generated this task ID. Now let us go to Worksnaps and see if this task was created there. And you will see this is the project in which I created the task, Sujata. So now I'm going to, I click on edit. And on the left hand side, you will see these options. I'll go to tasks. And you will see this task was created over here with the name trial and description here, just a sample. So this means we have successfully integrated our Google Sheets and Worksnaps using Pabbly Connect. I hope this video was helpful for you. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. For further queries, you can visit forum.pabbly.com and you can also check our pricing details at www.pabbly.com.